Hello, this is Avraham Moskowitz, and I've been requested to speak about different ways that you can use the Tehillim cards in a creative way. It's a very good question, and by what I described, by no means limits your ability to find new ways, and that's one of the beauties of the method that I wrote down in the book, and there just really aren't that many limits. But let me give you a few possibilities. One is you could take a card from the set, and there are many cards in the set, and you could put it in your pocket or in your pocketbook, and you could take it to school or you could take it to work. And then when you have a break, instead of talking about the weather or about sports or politics or what a beautiful dress you have, you can say, "What do you think about this?" And you give it to your colleague, and they look at you, and they'll say, "Well, that's pretty strange. What is this?" And all of a sudden, you're describing what where this comes from, and they're reading it, and it's opens up, like, how would you say it? It raises the level of discussion to a much to a place much higher, and it's a beautiful thing, because sometimes we never get there, and because the Tehillim is officially called the Book of Emotions, whereas the Chumash is called the Book of Law. The Book of Tehillim deals with the emotions, and there's really no wrong answers. So as you discuss this with your friend, you'll find that whatever they say is fine, is good, and that gives a tremendous opening to developing more of a rapport personally, and also a rapport with the Tehillim itself and Judaism. And so that's one way. Another way is to use the card to hand it out to people in at the Shabbos table, and whereas people ordinarily do not interact, they do not contribute at the table, by use of this one card, which helps people focus, they're able to give over what they have to offer. And you'll find that if you have 6 people around the Shabbos table, there'll be 6 different interpretations, and that's absolutely intriguing. And so it opens up a whole new way of looking at things, that even if you read this one pasuk, this one sentence 1,000 times, you'll see it in a way that you never saw it before. Okay. Another way is to use it for meditation. You can take a pasuk and, based upon many different principles that come from Kabbalah, you could say it over and get it into a place where you say it by heart. You say it Baal Peh. And if you do that, then you're able to really internalize it, and you're able to see it in a way that you couldn't see it before. Now, this is a very interesting method, because we've used it in hospitals for Jewish people who are sick, and of course they can't read very much, but they can take in one pasuk and they can use it as a meditation. And that's been extremely helpful. Another way that to explain this example was when I was in Miami. I presented the class to some people, and one woman worked for an organization called Aleph Institute, and in this institute they help people who are unfortunately in prison. They help all the Jewish people who have been put in prison in the United States, and at the time there were like 4,000. And so she asked permission to be able to copy the cards and to give them to the inmates in prisons throughout the United States. So for some reason it was prohibited for them to give the cards themselves, because I think that they would use it as a way to break through the lock, because the cards are stiff, so maybe they could open up the prison door and escape. So they wouldn't let them do that, but they were able to copy them, and so the cards were given over to the prisoners throughout the United States, and that's been one of the great satisfactions of this work. And so when people are in a difficult position, and those are two excellent examples of difficult position. So the ability to take take your consciousness to a higher level is present, and you're able to maybe to totally go further than you ever thought possible. So there are many possible ways to deal with the Tehillim. We've used it with music, and we've used it with dance when you're on your own, and we've used it through creative drawing, and in our classes that we do on the in person and online, we're able to do some of these methods. So it's very fortunate to be able to plug in some of these methods to gain the wisdom and the emotions that have been given over to us over the 3,000 years that the Tehillim cards that the Tehillim have been in our tradition, and to be able to use these cards to our benefit. So thank you so much. Bye.